It is fall at the Carpenter St. Croix Valley Nature Center. Hundreds of people crowd around a single stage to watch an uncommon sight, the release of raptors being returned to the wild. This event is made possible through the work of the University of Minnesota's Raptor Center.
The mission of the Raptor Center is to ensure the health of raptors and the world we share through teaching, research, and service. We specialize in the medical care and rehabilitation, as well as conservation and study. We also do environmental outreach, trying to change the world through teaching children of all ages behavior changes that can impact the way they interact with the natural world.
Each year, the Raptor Center releases eagles, hawks, falcons, owls, and the occasional vulture into the wild. These raptors have been ill or injured and were brought to the Raptor Center to be rehabilitated. Today, these birds will be released back into the wild. But before they are, let's take a look at the long journey that brought them to this point. The Raptor Center Clinic is always busy. Birds from across the region are brought in daily. At the center, they receive medical treatments ranging from basic eye exams to complex surgery.
Specifically, the Raptor Center has accomplished, I would say, three things. We have advanced tremendously the medical knowledge of birds that is applicable to a lot of them that are in the wild, as well as those that are maintained in captivity for propagation. We have helped create an environment among our people and our society that really welcomes and nurtures the conservation of these birds. And thirdly, we have provided training and experiential opportunities for people from all over the world in a very hands-on way, including the more than 300 veterinary students and veterinarians that we've had from over 25 different countries throughout the world.
Medical and surgical care is not enough. Life in the wild requires excellent physical condition for survival. The Raptor Center not only provides the birds with medical care, but also a reconditioning program.
Well, this red-tail came in about 5 weeks ago with a fractured collarbone. And probably the collarbone resulted from a head-on collision of some sort. We don't know if it flew into a window, if it was hit by a car, but it required about 3 weeks of cage rest or so. And then we test flew it and it did very well. And so now we're planning on releasing this bird at our public bird release in a couple days. And so now I'm just observing it to make sure that it is indeed strong enough to go.
Some birds, whose injuries were too severe for them to be released back into the wild, are trained to be handled. These winged ambassadors are brought into classrooms to teach children and adults alike the importance of saving these raptors.
When an environmental naturalist has a bird in front of a group of children, the engagement is truly profound. These charismatic ambassadors capture the children's attention. The children are just excited about them and they want to know what they can do to make the world a better place for the raptors.
So it's the big day. People gather to watch these majestic birds to be released back into the wild. Nearby, volunteers stand ready to educate anyone who is interested about raptors. Corporate partners committed to preserving the environment make this event possible through their support.
Well, sponsors help make the event free to the public. It also helps the Raptor Center do the great work that it does with its international acclaim in the area of rehabilitating birds that have been wounded. And then it also provides the outreach to the schools, which is a real important thing to us. 3M has been happy to sponsor this event, partly because it's public, it's free of charge, it gets children outside experiencing nature, learning about environmental issues through these wonderful raptors that they get to see being released back into the wild.
For these birds, the long journey of recovery is finally over. People watch in awe as the birds are released into the wild. They are free, thanks to the Raptor Center. The essence of the Raptor Center's mission is to strengthen the bond between humans and birds, to improve the quality of life for both, and to contribute to their preservation. Help us impact the future and protect the natural world. Join us today.